What happened?
So somehow it started playing, and then it started playing again, and then it started playing again, like 3 starts in a row.
Oh yeah, I heard a fart sound. I'm like, damn, that sounds like something's farting.
it was like the coolest shit. It was like 3 super kills, man. Chat, that was hype, right? Like that was like the hypest shit.
Welcome to Super Desperation Radio. Does somebody step on a duck?
Oh my god. We're back after a long 7-day waiting period.
Oh, you mean that week-long hiatus?
That week-long hiatus where we had a show and then we didn't do anything for 7 days. We're sorry, guys. It'll never happen again, except for this week.
Yeah, you know what? Unlike Raw, we didn't cancel this week.
Yeah, bad weather won't stop us.
This week?
Yeah, Raw's just like they're doing highlights from the Rumble and there's some promos. That's it.
That's amazing.
Because the Northeast is apparently going to get hit by like 3 feet of snow.
Ah.
So.
Plus, it's the perfect time because everyone's mad.
Yeah, probably a good bet to just duck your heads for a little while.
Yeah, I was actually reading Psycho Sid's Twitter last night. I guess he was there, and he's just talking about like the word of the day from him was legit anger, like legit anger everywhere. That's what he was tweeting like for 5 hours. I was just like, Jesus. Like apparently at certain points they blocked creative from leaving the building.
Hey man, I didn't see it. I didn't see the tweets you're talking about, so I just know that the crowd shit on it so hard it was just unbelievable. Never seen a crowd boo for an hour almost continuously.
Just not a happy ending for anybody apparently.
No. You know it's bad when even The Rock doesn't look like he knows what to do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What are you talking about? He raised someone's arm and he hugged him.
The interview afterwards where it seemed like they were trying to kill time or something.
Yeah, it was just an awkward interview. I don't know what was going on. Like Rock was just like searching for something to say, and he didn't come up with much.
There's only so much he can do, you know?
Yeah.
So after a certain amount of time, you're just like, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently my mic is low. I am using a new headset today. I'm using an entirely new rig that can stream stuff at 60 frames per second.
Nice.
Let me see if I can fix that. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, last night was the first time I saw a Royal Rumble in about a decade, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember the last Royal Rumble I saw. I hate to say this, I don't remember the last Royal Rumble I saw, but the last one I remember seeing, Ric Flair won. And I know I've seen plenty after that. That was like 92, I think.
Yeah,
that
was 92.
The first time I called bullshit on the Rumble.
But Bobby Heenan called it.
That's true, he did. You know what's funny is you watched a Rumble a decade ago, and in the last 4 people, 2 of the same people were in there. Probably Kane and the Big Show. Like,
oh wow.
Oh yeah,
why?
True.
Why?
Yeah, it should have been Big E and the Big Guy.
Oh man. So the thing I liked about last night, like I didn't know a lot of the names, but like that Rusev guy, I found out he's like about my height. And he's got 100 pounds on me. This guy is huge.
Oh, yeah,
dude, he is a brick house, legitimately.
Big E, this guy is huge.
Yeah.
He like there at one point there was nothing but like just a bunch of big ass motherfuckers in the ring.
We call them hosses.
Yeah, I know. Ringe was going on about, oh man, there's so many hosses in the ring right now. Look at all these hosses.
Why is it a hoss?
Because it's actually, if I'm right, I'm not 100%. It's used to describe a big, strong person. They used to call him like a horse, but people in the country turned that into like hoss because they just have an accent.
Like a hoss.
The fucking accent.
Because he's as strong as a horse, which kind of turns into hoss. And you know, anybody big and strong is a hoss.
Like Big Hoss?
Yeah, kind of.
So like legitimately at one point, I think the ring was full of 8 of them? And then one skinny guy came in, and then they just threw him out in 2 seconds, and I'm like, yeah.
Who was that, Daniel
Only
Bryan?
big guys.
No, not Daniel Bryan.
Like
I think it was
something.
It was that stunt double guy.
Oh, Mizdow?
Yeah.
Sandow?
Yeah. I was told that he's supposed to be a stunt double for someone, and I'm like, really?
He's supposed to be the Miz's stunt.
He looks like he looks nothing like the guy he's a stunt double for. Like that's a joke. I'm like, God damn it, I like this. This is stupid.
It's pretty silly, but it works. It's gotten over.
I just have to wonder, like, were people mad that Daniel Bryan was thrown out, that Roman Reigns won, or that Kane and Big Show were at the end of the
I feel like
rainbow?
it was like a perfect storm of everything.
Yeah.
Like everybody was mad that Daniel Bryan wasn't at least in the Final Four. Everybody was mad that Roman Reigns was going to win, even though he hasn't shown that he can work a match or cut a promo. And then the fact that you had Kane and Big Show eliminating all the people who are the fans actually want to get behind, like Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. It was just like it was like a rage building moment. Like each thing just added another brick to the wall, and by the end they were just like, "We're just gonna riot. Fuck it.
Screw it. Everybody get your pitchforks."
Like, since the winner gets to fight Brock Lesnar, I just wanted to see that Rusev guy win. That guy's fucking huge. Him or Big E. I'm like, yo, I want these big ass motherfuckers to go on and take out Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I just want to see him try to suplex them. I'm sure he can. But
oh yeah.
Holy shit! The way he was manhandling little guy in the ring, not John Cena, but other guy with the briefcase. That shit was hilarious. Manhandled the fuck out of him. Obviously, I don't know these names, so you know.
Seth Rollins was the guy with the briefcase.
Okay. I know you guys have told me that name before. I just don't.
I thought, honestly, had the Rumble been better, I feel like the title match could have carried the pay-per-view. Because it was that good. It was that fun to watch. The prelim matches were all pretty shit. But the title match was good. And then the Rumble just... I feel like they should have put the Rumble and then the title match. Because Philly was going to cheer for Lesnar. So it's like a face winning. Like, that sent the crowd home happy at least. But I don't know.
Ah. Everybody had their own opinions. Personally, I'm not surprised and or angry that Roman Reigns won because they've been pretty much setting it up for a year now.
Oh, yeah.
We had all year to be upset about it.
Well, were people more upset this year with this guy winning or last year with Bautista winning?
Man, that's tough to say. The crowd this year shit on Reigns way more than Batista last year. So,
was it deserved though?
I feel like the fan. What's bad is that fan anger is turning into fan apathy, and people legitimately tuning out of the product now. Obviously, a lot of people have seen like the canceled WWE subscription, or canceled WWE network hashtag floating around, and Time even picked up a story about it last night, which I thought was odd, but
are we sure that's not our fault?
Yeah, maybe it is. You know,
I don't think we sold it well enough, guys.
We do have a lot of pull within no circles at all.
Well, no, you need to remember, we sell the product. We don't create the product.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not responsible for what you see on the network. We just push the network. That's all.
That's true. But so, I mean, like you said, I'm not as mad that Reigns won as I am that just the Rumble was boring. It was boring and poorly constructed, and it didn't get me excited for the end. I sort of felt like they just sort of limped along to Reigns winning.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least the Brock Lesnar match was awesome, which was the surprise.
It really didn't surprise me. Because Lesnar can bring it all the time. Rollins is a good hand, and Cena always rises to the occasion when it's a big match. When he has to do it, like he phones it in on Raw pretty much every week.
Yeah.
And his promos are kind of crappy, but when he actually has to get a big match out of himself, he can do it.
Just gotta find a way to make that happen, right?
Yeah. So, I don't know. Overall, I would not watch again. We shall see how they go forward to WrestleMania. So,
wow, I don't even have a clue. I mean, I have a clue, but I don't know how they're gonna make it interesting. But that's their job. So, you guys just got back from Chicago. Speaking of the Midwest.
I did, and Sanchez will apparently be a little late, but I'd be interested to hear how he felt about it. We didn't really talk about his experiences the trip. I know Julian, the beautiful dude, had a lot to say about it. We were talking after the tournament about how he felt about it, and just how sort of overwhelmed he was by a lot of people saying really nice things about his commentary on Twitter, and how he felt about doing pretty well. This was his first out-of-state tournament, I think, not including EVO. I'm not even sure if he went to EVO last year, but we're obviously talking about Frosty Faustings. And he seemed like he was really, he was really happy to have been there, and he was excited about the scene and about Guilty Gear, and he was just really amped by the whole trip. So I was really glad that he had a good time.
All right, excellent. Well, what about you, though?
Well, for me, it's going home. Frosty Faustings, and just going back to the Midwest in general, we used to run, the Chicago guys used to run 2 tournaments a year. There was Midwest Regionals, and it was Midwest Championships and Midwest Challenge, excuse me. And so I saw those guys for about, once every 6 months for the sort of like the formative years of my competitive career. So I've known a lot of those guys for a decade plus now. And it's like going back to family. Of course, it's not as close as, the friends who you see every day, but because of this length of time now, you've seen people grow up. People have gotten married, and some people they've changed jobs a lot. And, obviously you can see people get older, but, we come back for this weekend and it's like nothing really changed. Everybody just kind of falls back into typical Midwest, which is getting way too drunk at tournaments and eating pizza that probably is really awful for you, but it's so good to taste. And we just play Guilty Gear, and sometimes we don't even get time to play Guilty Gear because it's like tournament, and then after the tournament, it's the after party, and just depends on how sober you are by the time you actually get to a casual station. So it was awesome. I mean, I got to take Monique out there for the first time. She's known a lot of these guys for a long time too, just because when we lived in the Midwest, they would travel sometimes to where we were in Missouri. And, she'd met them a couple times, but this was her first time really traveling to a Chicago tournament. And, she loved it. I think that's the thing about...
Hold on really quick. There's some issue going on with the audio, Chris?
Oh, okay.
There's probably an echo because he's switching microphones and there's doubling up on the audio.
I can't hear anything.
They hear it on stream. I turned off the stream. I hear it too. Sounds like shit. Fix it.
I mean, I do believe it was Harrison from My Play Winner who said streaming is always a blow up.
Yeah.
So there you go. But no, Faustings was a great tournament. It was run fast. It was run well. It had one of the strongest collections of Guilty Gear players, I think, in the U.S. right now. It was definitely the coming out party for the Xrd characters. Strong Elfelt, strong Ram, even a Sin, I think, cracked top 16. So did Aleo. So, we gone?
Oh, no, sorry, it's just me.
Okay. But
no, that sounds like it was a cool time out there, so it was definitely really cool stuff going on in the stream. Unfortunately, I did miss Uniel top 8.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch as well.
A little upset about that, but I mean,
darn work.
darn just everything happening on Saturday, and Faustings is one of the things that doesn't go till Sunday, right? So
no, yeah, it's always a 2-day event.
So we're just, had to catch it all in one day. I did catch Exard though, and that was really entertaining to watch. So.
Yeah, I really want to go back and watch Top 8 because I heard that Clage and Beautiful Dude did a really good job with commentary. So I'd be really interested to hear how it went and just how they covered the event.
Yeah, you know if they've put them up on like YouTube yet or things?
I don't believe so, not yet.
I just go look through the archives, I guess.
Yeah.
No, from what I saw, it was definitely like very solid commentary work. There was, of course, like some kind of weird backlash going on within the chat. I think because somebody was being a little too analytical, and the problem with like Guilty Gear analysis is like you can kind of get caught up talking about one thing for an hour.
Yeah.
If you're not careful. So I think that might be a problem. But at the same time, it was like we're at the learning stage right now. So this kind of stuff is kind of necessary. Where if we're talking to new players and they literally don't know what they're looking at, it's better to get it out now than at EVO and then have like, like somebody like Spooky trying to tell you what's happening as a match is about to end,
Yeah. But yeah, I just think it was, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. Like, and I think top 8 was really exciting, especially with Elven Shadow running it all the way back. And for people who didn't watch the whole tournament, he basically went into losers, I think it was second round in his pool. Because I think he played one game where he got a bye, and then he had to play Banana Ken like second or third round.
Jeez.
So he did the John Choi. He played like the entire tournament in losers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the man thing to do, dude.
But I saw Mike right after pools, and I was like, "Oh, how'd it go?" He's like, "Made it out in losers." I was like, "Who'd you lose to?" He's like, "Oh, Banana Ken." I was like, "Oh man, it's no big deal, man. You'll do well." He's like, "Doesn't matter. I'm running it back." He's like, "I'm gonna make it all the way back," and he did. So
that's how you fucking do it, man. That's what I try to do every tournament. I never want to win in winners.
Yeah.
The quickest track to the losers finals. That's the way I see it.
And it was really cool to actually finally see Kusanagi, who everyone has just seen on these net play tournaments that the Brett's been playing, like running for a long time, like whether it's Uniel or other games. He actually he came up from Mexico to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I made some ducats on him.
Did you?
Yeah, because I know who he is. I know he's drunk about him, and people are like, "Oh, you're just supporting him because he's a KOF player," and I'm like, "No, I don't support people who play my game." I
didn't even think it was the same guy until I saw him, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
And I'm like, "Yeah, he's gonna do well. He's got like a really good Ramlethal." And they're like, "No one's got a really good Ramlethal." I'm like, "All right."
Are you kidding me?
So, four different people are stupid. I'll let them stay nameless for now.
Oh, lucky.
But thank you guys. Thank you.
He had a really good grip on the character. He plays more reset heavy Ramlethal than I think I'd seen before, but it suited very well to his play style. So he's just really strong. And watching Jose Banana Ken play Elfalt should put a notice on just how ridiculous that character can be in this game. Because his setups to basically create opportunities for unblockables or shotgun mix-ups in the corner, it was just on point. He was, until the end of Grand Finals, he was not really dropping anything, and his pressure game is just off the charts. He's such a strong player. And he is in everything he plays. He's really proven that too. So, but we were talking about Grand Finals after the tournament, and Banana Ken was talking about how he was really surprised to hear that Elven Shadow's kind of always been considered the heel in Chicago, but that playing against his Elfelt made Elven Shadow the face this time. And it's like when we were like, well, normally Mike would come back for he would come back for Christmas from Japan, and he'd been playing in Japan all year. So the last thing everybody wanted to do was just let him come in for one tournament, take everybody's money, and leave. But now it's like he's the veteran player who is from Chicago. So Chicago's going to root for their guy, and he's an old school Guilty Gear player. So we're going to root for our guy. Banana Ken's sort of the new guy. He's the new kid on the block. and people don't like Elfeld. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying Banana Ken's playing Guilty Gear. This is gonna be fun. He's gonna suck or some shit. Like,
no, he's not.
No, he's good at other anime games. You know,
I've never seen Jose be bad at a game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for people to say, "Oh, this is gonna be fun," he's not gonna do well. That's jokes. I honestly, before I saw him play, because I hadn't actually seen him net play or anything like that, I didn't know how well he was gonna do. But once I saw him start playing, I was like, "Ah, crud, we're all screwed."
He picked exactly who I thought he was going to pick, so I was like, of course he's going to be good. Come on.
Yeah.
Doesn't it usually just go with who's ever considered like the best?
Yeah.
Or top
It really depends. In Persona, he just sort of picked Shadow Labrys, and I'm not really sure why. And she wasn't considered that good.
Well, because you like saying Shabras, maybe?
Maybe. But in BlazBlue, he picked up on Kokonoe, and then this he's picked on Elfeld. So he's sort of gone for higher tier characters in at least the last 2 games.
Okay.
And he's somebody that definitely spends a lot of time learning a game, too. So it's not like he's just trying to pull like the Tokido, where you pick the best characters where you have to learn the least amount just to be dangerous with. You know, he's going to put some work into it that way, you know, I think. Because I've seen him play other games like, you know, Uniel, and that's definitely doesn't have like a, well, unless you count Gordo. Did he play Gordo in Uniel?
Yuzu.
Okay. So, oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, no, never mind. I take that back. He didn't.
Wait, who?
My mistake.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Yuzu, my mistake. Confused him with the other Latin American at the tournament.
Oh, wow.
Kusanagi played a really mean Yuzu, I saw.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, wow. Kusanagi uses that character.
Did he end up winning Uniel?
He got second, I think.
Who won?
Lolly Mako. Or Maiko. From, where's he from, Tony?
You know, the area over here.
Yeah. Oh, over there.
Yeah.
What area is that, Anthony?
The area?
The area? What?
Yeah, you know.
What does E40's gospel say about the area?
Oh, it's where they ghost ride the whip?
It might be somewhere between the Bay and the A.
So are you trying to say that perhaps this person may have been a NorCal resident?
Yeah, you know. I could be saying that.
Okay.
Do you know which part of the Bay he hails from?
I don't know. Probably South Bay or something.
Do you know if he's a fan of the local sports teams?
I somehow doubt it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't get to make it out to NorCal events because I'm working. Sad.
anything's possible, man.
But yeah, I just think it's funny that people haven't. I guess people didn't really think that Jose would be that strong for some odd reason, but he grinds out every game he ever wants to sit down and play. Ever since he kind of appeared on the scene as a strong Ken player in Street Fighter 4, he net plays his ass off. He does all the research. He helps create new tech. Like, yeah, he's going to be strong no matter what.
Wait, is that why he's Banana Ken?
Yeah.
You're the Street Fighter player, man.
Oh.
I thought Jose was just, the Spanish name for Ken. And he was Ken here in America, and he liked eating bananas or some shit.
Oh, that might be true. But since we actually have Sanchez on stream now, I figured we'd ask you what was your feeling? This is your first tournament outside of Cali that's not Evo, because Evo is a Cali major, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. How did you feel about it?
Oh, I wrote some notes down on the drive. Hold on, let me find my paperwork here.
This is Crumple's paper.
Okay, here we go. Okay, 1, what the fuck is snow? 2, this shit cold
be.
3, that wasn't the rapper from the 90s. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. The fact that there was an Street Fighter 4 / Marvel room that I didn't know about until the second day was amazing to me. When somebody just pointed out, I was like, yo, where's Pat? He's like, oh, he's in the Street Fighter room. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it was
sure enough, there they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Obviously I've met some of the people through Paul or through other jackassery through the internet. And it was actually nice to hang out with them more on their terms than somebody going out to Evo and, going to a Cali major as it is. But it's pretty neat. I definitely enjoyed the tournament. I would do it again whenever possible. Met a lot of actually new people that were pretty cool. And realized that I can still play BB despite not touching the game for a couple months. Also, I miss Bullet.
Oh, also, Monique in the chat brings up a good point. Ramlethel's jump punch is pretty good.
No. Jump punch in general is pretty good.
Oh.
Don't forget that our boy Hano, aka Rodrigo,
that's true. Yeah. He was mad. He was
getting that mad money with the Eno jump punch. He was going pretty hard with that shit. But also, can somebody explain to me why the Hardee's menu is entirely different?
Wow, what?
Okay, so that actually weirded me out a little bit, and good point. But I feel like that Hardee's we went to had a much smaller menu than normal Hardee's.
So I pointed this out to Pat when we walked by. Is that the sign said Hardee's and it said charbroiled thick burgers. Explicitly said thick burgers, not like how we have out here where we offer the thick burgers, but as like a side item or an alternative to a patty that you can already get. It just said thick burgers, and everything on the menu in the Hardee's was a thick burger. Even their dollar value version of their burger is a thick burger. They had a thick burger and a thick cheeseburger, and then everything else was a variation thereof. Like what I got was the monster thick burger, which was 2 patties. There's a Frisco fucking thick burger, which was like bacon on a sourdough bun. And there wasn't anything that was
normally Swiss. I think it's like normally Swiss cheese, bacon, tomato, and some kind of like mayo or some other kind of sauce on sourdough. Yeah, they call that the Frisco burger in the Midwest. I don't know if that is even something people have ever eaten in San Francisco.
Nope.
Sourdough, yeah.
Yeah, that's whatever the Midwest concept.
What? You guys don't have burgers with sourdough in San Francisco?
Nope.
No, but they call them.
No, you're stupid. I do that all the time. What is it? Red's Java Cafe, right across the Bay Bridge, back over by the penthouse that my aunt used to have. We used to walk down the street, go there, get a cup of fries and a fucking burger on a hard sourdough roll. It was great.
San Francisco burger is cheese and guacamole.
No, just sourdough.
That's the California burger.
Yeah, that's what everywhere you go that has a Cali burger. There's always fucking avocado somewhere, or just guac on it.
We don't have no sourdough burger though. I'm serious.
Yeah, I just gave you the whole scenario and place and location. I can give you a map and point it out to you where I get the
one place in San Francisco across the Bay Bridge, which ain't even San Francisco. Sorry.
Wow. No, it wasn't.
Sorry,
no, it was
a hot dog right now. I got my mouth full.
No,
is it the double down hot dog?
No, these beef broths that Tony left
it
over here.
was in San Francisco because it was across the Bay Bridge into San Francisco. I was just giving you the area.
More specific, buddy. Jeez.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. I'm telling you. Anyway, don't want to interrupt Alex any further. Tony, you're wrong.
Wow. Fuck. All right. So Tony, you're wrong. And moving along, like the menu was just completely different. Like there wasn't anything that was like a Western bacon cheeseburger to expect. There obviously was like a bacon cheeseburger, I believe, that was on the menu. And there's also the big chicken sandwich. Like what the fuck? That shit's just massive.
It was massive.
What kind of sandwich?
Because my thing was, we have the Big Carl out here, right?
Right.
But it's Hardee's out there. Do they have the Big Carl? Like, would they call it the Big Hardee's? Would that just be lewd? Like, would you order that and then start blushing when your server just gets look?
I think I was actually going to look at that when we walked in there, but the menu was so much smaller. I forget. There actually is something that is the Big Carl, but they call it something completely different.
I was just losing my shit. I was not ready for it. Like, I couldn't handle it. Also, when we went out to eat and somebody, or I can't remember who, was it Paul that you mentioned where it's like a little pricey for that bar that we went to? And I looked at it and I was like, this is all California prices.
Oh, yeah. The first night when we got in on Thursday, the food prices are a little expensive and it's exactly the same thing as California. And I'm just like, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I can't wait to get gouged $15 for. Oh wait, this is 10.
Yeah.
Remember I was losing my shit about the room service being reasonably priced?
That shit blew my mind too. You're like, oh, room service is reasonably priced. I was like, God damn it.
It's like, whoa, I can get a fucking pizza for $8.95. I mean, it legitimately was $8.95. I'm not trying to meme it up here, but I was losing my shit at that. I'm used to fucking like going to a hotel and it's like, oh, you want a small pizza that's actually some fucking like Mama Celeste fucking horribly burnt in a shitty microwave. That shit's $14.50.
Sounds good. Sounds okay.
Yeah.
Not too. It's weird. So basically, the prices are spreading, is what you're telling me.
I think it's just because it's a hotel.
Oh, you guys actually ate at the hotel.
Well, no. Yeah. I'm saying like around that area. It's also Northbrook, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, is generally kind of pricier anyway. Okay. But we did eat at the hotel. They had a little restaurant downstairs.
Oh, and I will say this just as a quick aside. I mean, like, you know, the only sour part about the tournament was having breakfast at that place. Because how do you fuck up potatoes?
I'm glad I didn't eat.
That is a lot like when I was in Vegas 2-3 years ago, I think it was. I picked up my friend Sparkster from the airport. And then we remembered that at the Rio the year before, there was like a hotel across the street that had a buffet that was pretty cheap. So we went over there. You know, the buffet was good. It was a breakfast buffet. You know, it was pretty fine. I got the flour tortilla, and it was awful. How do you have a bad flour tortilla?
It's just flour.
Like they're already made. No, like it looked fine, and then when I bit into it, it was the most awful tasting flour tortilla I'd ever had. I don't know what you could have done wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer corn most of the time, but. Like, it's still flour tortillas. Just they're...
It already is, like, pre-made. I'm sure you didn't make this yourself.
They apparently just put it in the microwave with, like, just crap on it. They're like, yeah, let's see if we can fuck it up somehow.
I don't know how. It was so crazy.
Realistically speaking, there are several ways to fuck up a potato, but you're not supposed to... You're supposed to be beyond that level at a certain extent.
Look, my thing is that I've had experiences where if I take a bite at a potato and the first bite's just terrible, I'm not going through any further because it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. And the last time I did that, where I plowed through a meal where it was like potatoes are terrible, but you know what? I'm hungry. I'm going to eat them. I'm pretty sure I spent the rest of the day just shitting sin. There was just sin dripping from my ass. There was just foulness, fucking Pandora's box of evil dripping from my ass.
Ew.
I feel your pain.
Yes, and I heard that the breakfast buffet. Some people had gotten it complimentary like the day before, but it ended up being like $15 or something.
It was like 12 something, I think. No, it ended up being 15 with the tip and everything. It was all right. The fruit was good. Good fruit.
I like that. Fruit was good. I mean, it's even harder to fuck up fruit than a flour tortilla. I'll tell you that.
Dude, if I would have taken a bite out of that watermelon and if it would have tasted like ass, I seriously would have just punched through something.
Watermelon, man. No, just kidding. I've actually tasted some pretty bad fruit. Like,
how?
It's just, it happens, man. Like, some people like to put stuff out and they know it's not ready yet. And they're just like, well, there's people in the restaurant and they want fresh fruit. Doesn't get any fresher than this. The bananas are green, buddy.
I don't remember what happened, but I was helping out my uncle in the mountains. And I think we had... me and my brother had stayed there. I think we got breakfast before we left, or we were going to go to work. I don't remember exactly what happened. But we went to Denny's, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll get the fresh fruit. And it was just grapes and, like, two banana slices, and I think, like, one piece of pineapple. And for some reason, after that meal, I had to go throw up. I don't know what happened.
Was it spoiled fruit? Like, did it smell weird?
No, it tasted normal.
You just disgusted with yourself for like eating so little food?
No, I don't know. I just like it wasn't just that. Like it was some other stuff. So it could have been a culmination of the things, but for some reason the fruit is what really stuck out in my mind as something that was odd.
I'm thinking like bananas and grapes. For some reason that doesn't seem like the best idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really sure why though.
Dude, if somebody gives you a green banana, you should just fight them in the street because they obviously just hate you. Like, They have no respect for you.
They want to see how patient you are.
But
fuck that.
Man, this conversation actually makes me want to go to Carl's after the show. I might have to do that.
I'm just going to go in there and be like, where are your thick burgers?
Just get really amped up about it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is now, but they do offer them on certain sandwiches where you can get like the thicker patty.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing about it was even though it was different, it still had that distinctive Carl's Jr. taste to it.
Yeah.
Like you really get that charbroil flavor.
And the fries are still good. They're different.
I want to say the barbecue sauce was slightly different, but that could have been just like, barbecue sauce being at like below 30 degrees or some shit. I don't know.
I think the recipe might legitimately be different because I know barbecue in the Midwest is completely different from the barbecue out here. Like what they
I want to say it had a
good versus bad.
I want to say it had a smokier flavor compared to like the tangier barbecue we have out here.
Yeah, that's what I would believe too.
Like I take my dipping sauces very seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't mess those up.
But yeah, overall, I thought Faustings was an awesome event. Makes me want to go back again next year. And yeah, I think, and I tweeted about this, but I think that everybody who genuinely really wants to enjoy games and be around a scene that's more like a community, like if you play Guilty Gear, you should go to a Midwest Guilty Gear tournament.
That's what I've always been told, yeah. Even back in the old days, jeez.
We have a lot of fun, we enjoy playing games, and then if you enjoy partying afterward, you'll fit right in.
Man, speaking of enjoying games, partying, and burgers I want to eat, so those Evo games finally came out.
Ah, yes.
That's true.
I don't think we should toot our own horns, but I'm pretty sure we were, 8 for 8?
We're about as close to right as you could get since we never assumed that they were going to go more games.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. But we even had the Tekken 7 drop at one point.
Yeah, we did mention it. I really didn't think there was ever a chance that they were going to have a full tournament for that game on arcade at Evo.
Honestly, the one I really wasn't expecting back, but it makes sense that it is Melee. Like, I wasn't expecting it because of Smash 4, but I think Nintendo, what with being more supportive of the scene, they realized they're like, well, people still do like this old game, so I guess we can keep it around as well.
Well, is it Nintendo's call?
To some extent, I would like to believe.
I think Nintendo only cared that if 4 was there. Like they don't really care if it's.
They can not allow Smash Melee to be on there.
They can not allow it, right? I know that, but like.
So technically, it is their call if it gets in or not.
All right. I just thought they were more focused on like getting Smash 4 into a tournament versus getting Melee in there, but.
That makes you think. It's like, is the reason that Melee's even there thanks to Smash 4? Like.
Entirely.
Yeah, was that like their whole stipulation?
I think that, if I was from a marketing standpoint, obviously I want people to play my new game. I want that to be the new successor, what everybody plays. But we already have an established game that is going, 1,000 entrants strong. But when you have a crossover like this and support from both of the same company, you'll also have people that, more people will be excited in Smash in general, rather they be a Smash player or not. And the people who play Melee, could see, Smash 4 is probably pretty cool too. And then, some overlap from each there. But you're just trying to solidify the community of, all games whatsoever so that people would be willing to play anything. So from a standpoint, it's good to not ostracize the Melee players who could still become potential Smash 4 players who might not have thought about it yet or maybe would not have made the Trek 2 evolution. So.
Yeah.
Well, and you don't want to. Also, this is kind of in what you're saying, but you don't want to further divide the community into you're only doing this because Nintendo is supporting Smash 4 and, it's like you guys are shitting on our game even though we're the ones who kept this game alive, blah. And so I think because they could do it, I'm glad they did do it.
Yeah. Some people are mad about it. Some people are especially mad there's no King of Fighters, but I think we
they're more.
We called it.
Yeah, we called that KOF was not showing up this year, and everybody's upset. But I think more people were upset by the fact that the games didn't make it in, and then Smash got 2 games.
Yeah, I can see how people will be.
Smash got 2 games.
Yeah, but like, why? What is wrong with Smash having 2 games? You know, we obviously
people are mad that Smash got 2 games.
People, they are.
Yeah,
especially mad. They're mad about that for whatever reason. They're mad about 2 anime games.
Yeah.
Well, our Cap is mad about 2.
Actually, I don't know if any of you bothered to read that one guy's post.
Where?
There was some jackass, and I say jackass just because I think one of his favorite games was like Blade Arceus or some shit. And he brought up some questions to the Evo staff, which is like, to paraphrase, why are you basically lying to us that community numbers matter?
What?
And it's kind of a belligerently written.
I can kind of understand what he's trying to say, but
well, the reason he brought it up and the 2 items that he questioned more than anything were Tekken 7 and MKX.
Oh. I would assume he would attack Persona or something like that.
No, it's not even that. It's because the fact that the dude was getting at, even though the whole thing was not the best writing and probably more aggressive than it should have been. But it did bring up those 2 good questions where it's, you know, Evil's gone on record before where it's like, hey, you promote your games. If there's a scene for it, if there's enthusiasm for it, it'll be obviously far more considered than something that seems rather dead, right? And this has been true for a while. Third Strike got back into Evil because of a lot of the Midwest crowd who really promoted the game, pushed it. It started getting heat everywhere else, and it got back. And then you had Evo 2004, and it was like, hey, this is fantastic. I'm glad we brought it back. But stuff like Tekken 7, which is not even out, not even in Japanese arcades, and probably won't be out for until February?
Yeah.
And then stuff like MKX, which is even later. And, you know, you can assume that MKX is going to have the following from the NetherRealm studios, like crowd. You know, they're going to support that game. But who's to say they're going to like it?
That's true.
Like, it could be fucking just horribly shattered on as it comes out and is released. And, you know, it could be patchy, it could be whatever, but it might just turn off a lot of people on it. And this is a huge risk. But it's there. It's automatically there. So I honestly don't give a shit what Evo does with, you know, whatever games they choose. I'm pretty happy that there's 2 anime games. I think Smash having that kind of representation is fine. But I would much rather prefer to have some sort of consistency as to what genuinely gets in there with what they're telling us should get in there. Because if we want to go by what should get in there, and I don't mean this to fucking shit on any of the games there, Unreal has gotten pretty good numbers compared to Marvel at some of the most recent events.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so if we want to go by that kind of enthusiasm, that's one of the things. It's like, that's fine. If you don't want to go with raw numbers and enthusiasm, fine. Just don't fucking lie to us.
That's true. Because, I mean, you also got to look at it from the other side, is that they're like, hey, look, we're going to have Tekken 7, you know, MKX, we're going to have KI of these games, and Melee, and Smash, and Street Fighter 4, and, you know, we're bringing back Marvel, even though everyone was like, oh, Marvel's dead. You know that just from the Evo lineup, people will start playing the game again.
That's the other thing I wanted to bring up, because Evo definitely makes things happen within the community.
Yeah.
So
it's a boon to the community itself. So if Under Night was in there, you could probably bet that it'd probably already get like 100 more players, but like at the very least. Yeah.
That's actually one of those things that becomes a really weird call, because you get that horrible gray area that was created with KOF 13 and its wonderful T-shirt year.
Yeah, but you also got to think of it from another aspect, is that King of Fighters and Under Night are similar, but still have a very different, you know, learning curve. Like, you can pick up Under Night and you could have people to play it and enjoy it and do fairly well. But, you know, like, obviously King of Fighters is slightly more technical, a lot more, you have to know a whole team of characters and whatnot. But, I mean, it's just like, there's, you know, potential for these other games that, you know, could also appeal to a lot of the other players, but just aren't, you know, publicized as much. And because, you know, it's like at Evolution we have, you know, Persona, we have Blade Blue, and all things like that. You know, we got support from Arc System Works, but for Under Night we had like a monitor, because they were only publishing it. You know, they really didn't care that much to push it. And then, you know, the U.S. release is coming out, but does anybody actually know what the release date is in America? You know, I mean, the people who wanted to play it got it already, but there's still a lot of untapped markets that we could be getting to, people that we could be appealing towards, you know? So it's just like, it really makes you think of like, what could be, there could have been more done to, you know, support some of the other games now that other things are happening. And while we shouldn't have expected, you know, companies to obviously stand up and just give 110% of support for it, you'd think that they would want to at least do it to a point where they could like break even on the efforts they put in. So.
I mean, my opinion on it is you're already going to be there anyway supporting another game. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
You know, just telling people, like, you know, try this out as well. That's basically what they did last year. Like, everything for Arxis was about Exard and BlazBlue, and I guess to a certain extent, Arcana Heart. And then we got a setup for Uniel, and it actually got, like, almost as many people almost everybody that played Exard wanted to play Uniel also. You know?
Yeah, when I wanted to go play it, there's always a line.
It was one of those things, like, which line were you standing in? Once you got out of the Exard line, you probably went into the Unio line.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that's like your whole day right there, at least Saturday or Friday. So there's definitely an interest there. I just think they've done themselves a great disservice by, like you said, not even mentioning that this game's coming out very soon. Some people think it's coming out next month. We heard it's coming out in April. Some people think it's coming out in March. They're showing screens now where things are being translated into English, and it's very, like, you know, it's very exciting to see it, but at the same time, it's also very cryptic and old school game release style, you know, where
it's interesting that they try to promote it, but it's in such a very low key fashion that you're right. It's really reminiscent of like, hey, this is an ad in some car and driver magazine that happens to be promoting a fighting game. It's just completely inconsistent.
Yeah, it's nowhere. It's literally nowhere. You look on Twitter and Axis is like, hey, check out this screenshot, and you're like, can we get like an article or something? Maybe.
Oh God! Now that you mention that there was actually one thing that that their official Twitter thing did today that kind of rustled my jimmies. And so they've been promoting their game in whatever fashion that they can. And obviously they want to promote it because they want it to do well because it's a good game and they want people to enjoy it. And they're obviously doing all these little things to make it better or more palatable for the American crowds, where a lot of the gibberish English is translated into something that's, you know, not as gibberish,
right,
while still kind of maintaining that whole like occult, you know, midnight darkness feel to it. And, you know, when you bought Exard, if you opened up the case, there's a little insert that if you flipped it over had an advertisement for Unio, and it's like, hey, you know, pre-order now, go buy it. It comes out in a couple months, which is great. And then I look at their Twitter this morning, and it said something along the lines, it's like, hey, go pre-order Unio. It's fun or whatever.
Yeah.
Parentheses, pretty please. I was like, why the fuck are you begging people?
Yeah,
like,
right,
the pretty please, it's like...
No, they're trying to make it sound like it's not a quality product.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, just say
it's
please.
right?
Just say please. You don't even need to say more. It's like, hey, this game's fun. Go play it. Just say please.
Yeah.
There's no fucking need to fucking give me this sort of like defeatist attitude about, you know, maybe they'll want to play my game. It's like, yes, I wanted to fucking play your game. I'm probably going to buy it 3 fucking times over because I enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I'm already gonna get down on American release and, you know, any special editions or whatever.
People have been planning to do that for like a year almost now, you know?
The thing is that it just doesn't get as publicized, but there's still a solid number of players out there that really enjoy the game.
Yeah, and all because you're not seeing as many streams for it on East Coast and SoCal. NorCal is, you know, fairly consistent, I guess, but that doesn't mean that people aren't playing it, you know? It doesn't mean
that's
that
dude.
at
People,
every major, it's doing great, you know?
If there was one thing,
was it? They say they have like what was the entrance at the? What was it? Was it Northeast? Forget. NEC was it?
NEC, the Fall Classic. KIT had a decent showing.
Yeah.
There has not been a bad Uniel major.
Exactly. And it's just, maybe it doesn't get as publicized. Maybe there aren't streams. And that's kind of the downfall of the whole esports mentality, is that we need numbers, or otherwise it's not going to, you know, be profitable for anyone, because why would you play a game that you enjoy? We need to do this for money.
If there was one thing that just dicking around the hall at Frosty showed me, is that people are definitely fucking playing the game. Like, after I saw multiple Batista mirror matches where one guy did mid-combo Stein explosion, veil off, 5K, I was like, Yeah, you don't casually know how to do that, buddy.
Right? Yeah.
I just slapped the buttons really bad, and then it just.
Yeah, that happened. I just happened to time the Stein explosion to staircase upward so I can get a veil off into unlimited worth or whatever the fuck.
It's like I don't know. I just do it.
Yeah, it just happened. I'm freestyling right now.
And I think we should cultivate that. I mean, we already are basically, and instead. We're being asked to play a game that I believe is only existing still on the East Coast. I have not seen a P4 tournament outside of East Coast or Midwest.
Man, I am like half ready to start putting pot bonuses in under night tournaments myself, like out of pocket.
We do have the option.
Can't bring league tournaments, Tony.
How do I find these tournaments? I'll never see them.
We do have the option of having a side tournament. Markman just let that tweet fly today where he said to the KOF 13 community that, if you guys want to run a side tournament, we'll run the top 8 on our stage. And I don't see why Uniel can't pull off the same thing.
No, that's true too. But at the same time, it's just obviously people want the prestige of being main stage, even if it's a day before or whatever. Then nobody cares. They want to be on the mainstream, the main stage. That's where all the hype and fanfare is. But then the same time, people they feel like if they're not on there, maybe they're not as prestigious enough, which isn't necessarily the case like ever. But it's just sheer numbers. But
yeah, more or less.
I was gonna say something honestly is that this isn't the first time that a game came out and NorCal jumped on it first and really held on to it. Except this time, you guys don't have Southtown and Haunts pushing Uniel as hard as you did for KOF 13.
That's true. NorCal kept that alive.
Like, honestly, if Uniel Ranbats were running NorCal and you had a set group of players, or in terms of like a commentary team and something to push the game, I think it would blow up again across the nation. And I'm not saying that the game isn't getting played. I'm saying that it's like we talk about when people don't see or hear about something all the time, they think it's dead, even if it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
So
look at Winrich. Nobody was talking about him.
Wow. No, that's something I agree with, and that's something that we've been trying to put together out here. We got venues now. We've got more venues than we ever had in the past, and unfortunately, they all want to play Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Like,
you need to fucking slot out the time where Uniel can shine.
Exactly. I'm not mad that we have Persona over Under Night. I'm not mad that we have Gear over Night. That's whatever. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't think that. Necessarily one game is more deserving than another in a certain, community. But just the fact that there's going to be internet there, be it a side tournament, be it someone just locally recording it or wherever. But, I mean, it just kind of feels unfair when you have, companies like Warner Brothers or Nintendo really pushing their game, putting the effort, really trying to get it out there, supporting what they can to get their games to where they need to be. And then we have French Bread, a very small Japanese developer that doesn't have a lot of money, who's working really hard and thinking about actual game design. Gets published by Arc System Works, which is a very well-known community within gaming company. And then obviously they aren't as emotionally invested into it because they're publishing it. And while they did make Persona, that's Atlas. Atlas has got their game to back up as well.
Well, I mean, I agree that it is frustrating in a certain way, but then again, I just came from a tournament that was created because we wanted to push a game that we loved, and it wasn't going to be at EVO really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Faustings was created basically after we had our last shot at Evolution, and everybody was like, well, Accent Core is completely rip, and, nobody cares about Guilty Gear anymore. And so, well, that's bullshit. We do care about this game. And a bunch of the guys in Chicago put the tournament together because they're like, no, we want to play our game, but we're going to also have your games too, Street Fighter and Marvel, you guys can play those games and you're more than welcome to, but the focus is on our game. And that's what we want to play. And I think that somebody should get off their ass and do it.
While we're actually on the subject of Under Night, I wanted to bring up two things. In regards to the side tournament, that Mad Cats has, graciously extended the opportunity of, if somebody runs a side event, we can stream your top 8, right? Because they did that for Caliber. Yeah, Caliber, Skullgirls. Yeah, a ton of games. They did that last time. If you want to head over to Dustloop, and this might be one of the only times I will tell you to go there, in the tournament section, they actually have a poll going on right now for what games you would be interested in playing, or what games you could even bring a setup for if you're interested in contributing that way. Currently, you can vote for Accent Core Plus R, BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma, Under Night, Mobile Suit Gundam, Melty Blood, Arcana, DFC if that's your bag, Aquapazza, and Savior. So if you'd want to see one of those, because obviously these people that are running it, I think Delta and Joshua are spearheading this. If you're interested in any of those, go vote if you're going to be at EVO and you want to enter any of those games. So, if you really want to play Under Night, go vote for that. If you want to play Melty Blood, go vote for that. I'd be more than fucking happy to watch it. Mm-hmm. Also, there were the short rumblings of a possible PC release for Under Night.
God, I hope so.
Like, how interesting would that be?
I think we're going back to basics, straight up old school Melty Blood status. I love fighting games on PC. That's the best. I mean, you can do anything you want on a PC. Check your email, do work, watch video, and then you know what? If I want to play a fighting game, I don't want to hook something up another console, go to another TV or another room. I want to be able to do everything I want and centralize in an area. And why not the most powerful platform? God, I want a PC release. I've been talking about this forever. All fighting games need to be on PC. Street Fighter V being on PC is a marvel, especially because you could play with people on PS4. Like, wow. I think people are realizing consoles are going more the way of PC until eventually people are just going to start releasing their own PCs again.
Just release a PC.
Yeah.
But that'd be neat. Like, with the fact that an American release for Under Night's coming out and the potential for a PC release, like, that could really get a lot more people into it. Because I know there's definitely a small set of people that held out until an American release because they didn't want to fuck with getting, Japanese space codes to play on a Japanese account that they set up by fidgeting through bootleg addresses in Hokkaido.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So,
what are you talking about? Are you suggesting we have a truly global marketplace, sir?
Yeah. Actually, what I'm saying is that I didn't forge any address, and I definitely do live on 1721 Nakamura Lane.
You're just using New Japan names for the address you made up.
Yes, I am, and this is in the Tiger Mask Precinct.
Tiger Mask District. I hate you. Please stop.
Yes, the Tiger Mask Prefecture.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're an ass.
Thank you.
But, yeah, I don't know. I just think that it is frustrating when the game you want to play doesn't get into EVO. But having been in a scene where that happened to us after a certain time where it just happened to us a lot, somebody's got to step up. Or another tournament's got to step up. Like, even when EVO stopped having Guilty Gear for us, we got Faustings came out of nowhere. And then we also had Final Round, which was always getting good numbers anyway. So there are always places for you to go to play that game. I know it's frustrating that, you wish it was at EVO, but I mean, EVO is not the end-all be-all of tournaments.
Yeah, people need to really stop looking at it that way.
That's true. It's just, the biggest tournament in the world, kind of international, not exactly. Still North American for the most part. But, it has the most prestige behind it at the moment.
No, it definitely does. And, I mean, it normally guarantees the most entrants because people will, take time out they'll block out time. They'll block out money for Evolution. It's harder for a lot of people to do that for other tournaments.
Exactly.
But I mean, I would honestly say that a tournament like Final Round should be considered on that level because of the competition is just as fierce. Sure, the numbers aren't as big necessarily, but it's still a damn great tournament. So, I don't know.
People are just gonna.
Wait a minute, guys.
What?
Chris, I just realized Third Strike's not at Evo.
Write your local senator.
That was the sound of me evaporating.
Just call
You mean
up,
like
Dianne Feinstein or something, man. This will not stand.
I'm not going to call my senator.
Probably get a lot more done than bitching about it on SDR.
Well,
doubt it.
Yeah.
Can we get Dianne Feinstein on this?
We should, man. She owes me a favor anyway.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
No, she doesn't.
You don't know me.
Yeah, I do. You're an idiot, Chris. Oh, man.
I'm over here wrestling with this microphone thing, and so guys, Windows 8 is literally the worst thing ever. Even when you
don't worry,
the microphone
there's
audio,
10.
Where's 10? When's 10 coming out? I've had this thing set to no automatic adjustment, and it's still auto adjusting it. I'm just like, so.
How does that even happen?
It's just a mix between Skype and Windows 8 being complete ass.
Yeah. I still think the funniest thing about Windows 10 they were talking about, they're like, check out this new feature. You can run apps in a smaller window. I'm like, whoa! I haven't seen that since what, 3.1? God damn.
Wow, you mean it's not full screen? What an innovation.
Yeah. You know what's weird? I know they did this to like make it easier on old people, but I'm pretty sure old people hate this more than anybody else.
Yeah.
If you make anything inconvenient, old people hate it.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I can't do anything in this thing.
But
oh, well, still a pretty good show, though.
oh yeah. Do we have anything else? I know we're early, but
Well, I mean,
you're having mic problems, and Gibby seems to have faded into oblivion.
that's right.
It's pretty fun here in Oblivion.
Oh, there he is.
It's close to his nap time. I mean, no, I don't really have anything else much to say. God damn it, it's so quiet. Shit! I have to start talking like this! I want to thank everybody for watching the show today.
Thank you. Yeah, honestly, we haven't had a whole much else lately. I mean, Pokken, there's some footage of Pokken, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, yeah,
Pikachu was trained by Heihachi Mishima.
What was that?
Yo, Pikachu Mishima is the sickest thing I've ever seen in the fighting game.
He plays like a Mishima.
Really?
He has the leg spin kick and
he's basically
Heihachi
Heihachi,
uppercut. Yeah, he pretty much plays like Heihachi.
Pikachu has Hell Sweep.
Yeah.
Is it with his tail?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Has fucking uppercut.
He also does the angry face, cross arm, look away, wind pose.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look, Pikachu's cute enough to pull it off, right?
I mean, he does have the ears to match the hairstyle, so I suppose. Why not?
And, like, Heihachi's known for giving electric noogies, so Pikachu could do the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hope he just comes into the game wearing the same gi just to let him know.
Yeah. Be sick.
But Gibby, you'll be happy to know that I was talking to one of the Omaha guys at Faustings, and we were talking about how basically KOF 13 is kind of winding down the life cycle.
Huh?
And I told him he should really look into getting FE if he's really interested in picking up a new KOF because the net play is actually pretty good from what everybody's telling me, and he wouldn't be alone out there in the grand wilderness.
Yeah. He really should. The game plays really well online, and the only downside is he has to get other people to get the game because it's hard finding matches.
Yeah, there's like not really a very good search function on that thing.
Either that or there are not many people online playing at once.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it is, but I started playing only when people want to play me or I want to play people.
Yeah.
Just hit people up, hey, you Texan guy, you want to play? Yeah, sure. And then, boom.
Remember King of Fighters 2K2 UM?
Well, how can I forget? It still exists.
That's going to do better than 98 FE, sadly.
Yeah.
To me, I say sadly,
where is
it? It's going to happen.
But where is it?
It's coming out the day before Unio.
It's on PS2.
It's on
When's the
360
Steam
also.
version coming out?
It's on Nessica Live. Nessica Live is on a Windows XP based system, and I'm pretty sure Steam runs on Windows XP. So yeah, boom.
Hit only
I don't
barely
get
runs
it.
on Windows 8. God damn it!
Why does 98 UM FE have mixed reviews? People are dumb
From who?
on Steam.
From
No, I think you
people
read that
who-
wrong. They're Mex reviews. Reviews from Mexico.
You know the thing with FE, like I said, I've only had one or two terrible connections, and I haven't had many after that. I put like a shit ton of time into the game, playing random people and friends, and it's all been good. I have had the majority of people who play this game tell me I'm stupid for thinking the online is good, when I have played games online for well over a decade, and this blows away almost everything I've played on.
Jesus
I've
Christ.
seen you
what the hell?
complain about the smallest of input lag, and you seem to be having tons of fun.
Yeah.
with,
There's like okay,
Yeah.
so there's no input lag on this period, and it shows you your like how Exert has. You have a frame counter on top.
Yeah.
Does the same shit. Like my connections have been damn near perfect. Like yeah, there's 1 frame delay, 2 frame delay tops, but that shit's playable. Like people telling me like, oh, you know, I need like, you know, perfect connection. It needs to be like this. Oh, I play on GGPO. That's perfect. GGPO is not perfect. Stop giving me this shit.
No, it's
Me and
Okay,
Gibby
okay, guy.
just can't do combos on GGPO.
No, that's Final Burn Alpha.
Oh yeah,
That's what it is. But even then, I've had connections on GGPO from within the states, like LA to New York, LA to Seattle, whatever, and it's been shit. Minus input from Final Burn Alpha, it's still been shit. People like within a 40-50 mile radius from me have had odd connections on GGPO, but it works perfectly fine on FE. No issues. Like I've had perfect connections with like people in Seattle, and I can't connect to them like this on GGPO.
Oh, what's this? I'm getting the latest news. There's going to be a 10th game at EVO. It is Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Oh dear.
Oh, yo, I'm in there, dude.
But yeah,
Got my custom character already created in my head.
if 2K2 UM's online is the same, that'll be good. Like it works, and hell, I think one of the best tests for the 98 online was Gunsmith played from France to Morocco, and he said there was like 2-3 frame delay. That's it,
Not bad.
and that's a pretty big distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's only cross continent.
Yeah, I was about to say.
well yeah, it's like when I think of terrible internet or terrible online, like I remember the old Kylera days, which were complete shit. I think of most of the crap that's out now, except for what I hear Tekken's really good.
Yeah,
The original Blaze is to me the original Blaze is the pinnacle of online gaming for fighting games.
He had the best netcode.
Yeah, that
For
was
sure.
legitimately perfect. I played people in fucking Germany with no lag, no delay, nothing. Like the intro sequence would be like the gorilla fade is turning, and it would sit there for about maybe 20 seconds. But then after that, nothing. It felt like the guy was right next to me. Shit was sick. I wish everything was like that.
I wonder what they did to change the netcode after that game.
It probably just got too complicated.
Yeah, that's possible.
Actually, if I remember right, CT might have had a more lenient input buffer than any of the following sequels or updates, which might have contributed to it feeling not as shitty.
That's interesting. I guess that's possible.
I don't remember the exact numbers. I think CT had 5, and it might have gotten reduced as the sequels came along.
Interesting.
Because I think somebody mentioned that Chrono Phantasma is only 3 when you hold down a button. Like it repeats that input for that many frames after you hold it. But who knows? Maybe it was magic, and maybe their contract with Satan ran out.
I mean, that's always possible. You never know.
Satan is dark magic, not normal magic. So Just remember that.
Okay.
I like that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, guy.
Or maybe they downgraded from Cthulhu to Satan. And that's why it's like this.
It's definitely
we can't afford the elder gods anymore. We're gonna have to, go with some budget Satanism.
But yeah, it'd be nice if every game company sold their soul to Cthulhu, and
we got some good online play.
Yeah,
nice.
Right now, I can honestly say, in terms of just something being perfect, no issues at all ever. CT is the only thing that has done this. I played the damn near every fighting game except for KI online so far. The KI is the only one I can think of. And no, I play Mortal Kombat. I've played the majority of fighting games online. CT is the only thing that's been good. Everything, whatever the hell online code it uses, even if it uses GGPO, the majority of them have been bad, shit compared to CT. CT was perfect, no issues ever.
But roll back netcode.
What about rolling back prices?
Every day?
What about rolling back these nuts?
Jesus, got me again.
What about netcode that we program it to actually stop time and realize what it is, and then by the time it understands, then time will re-begin, and then we won't even notice it.
Look, I don't want to play fighting games versus DO.
Yeah. That's not a good look. I don't think you win that one.
Didn't you play against Aaron this weekend?
Actually, I didn't play Aaron in any video game this weekend.
Yeah. We just hung out.
I mean, that's cool too.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I got to play a bunch of Plus R, which was neat, but not any Exert or anything against Aaron.
Yeah, I'd say the only casuals and Exert I played all weekend were against Banana Can. So.
Yeah, I got that set against Banana Can. I played a ton before the tournament started of Blaze, Exert, and Plus R. I actually got a decent amount of casuals in now that I think about it.
That's good.
Or as the kids call them, friendlies.
I thought Friendlies was that place in the Northeast with the good milkshakes.
Is there?
I feel like this was something that Josh told me.
I'll take his word for it.
Well, you guys were playing Guilty Gear. I got to finish the Guilty Gear story.
Hey, no spoilers.
Watched it. I wasn't happy.
I wasn't happy.
I know nothing about the Gear storyline outside of what you nerds have told me. And cool. I just don't like the way this works. It's just no, it's not cool. Fuck you guys.
It's a little more anime than I care to admit, but yeah.
Alex, if you ever watch it, you'll understand. You'll understand. Not you guys, but fuck our.
Oh, is it just sad?
No, why was it? Jesus Christ.
Are you sad, Gibby?
I think it's probably too anime.
It's surprisingly
anime, man.
It's it is an anime.
Anime with the Disney ending where she doesn't quite die, but you're all like, oh, she can't hang out with the people she just met.
I don't care about that.
Thanks for the spoiler.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care about shit, but I'm just saying the way basically it leaves way more to be desired.
Well, that's because it's the first chapter. And
yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Story.
There's going to be more, and that's what upsets me. It's not done. That's what I hate about it.
Yeah, I can totally see it.
It was good, but I hate it because it's not finished.
Oh, there you go.
I don't like stories that don't finish. Fuck that shit.
I like that.
You don't like getting the
I don't like this here half chub, man. I'm not into that crap.
You don't like the GGBB, right? The Guilty Gear blue balls.
No.
I think we're done. I think we're chugging on fumes here.
No. I got something I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Tony, I'm fighting you again for the voice.
You can't challenge him until a year after the first challenge.
No, none of these stipulations were in place beforehand.
I'm Shadow Alex.
Are you the true me?
I just want to spend all my money on Transformers toys. Fuck mortgage payments.
Fuck, that is me.
Damn, that is Shadow Alex. It's true. How did you know?
All right, hold on. I just want to say this is because of SDR, but Hanzo Gonzo has subscribed to iPlay Winner for the 13th month in a row.
Wow.
Because of SDR.
Well, we're so consistent.
Because of SDR.
Because of SDR and because he forgot his credit card number, so he cannot cancel the payment.
I mean, that's always possible too.
Take that, scrub.
Yo.
Hey,
believe me, I'm Hanzo Gonzo, Carter Gray, the one and only. And they're like, sure you are. Carter Gray's dead.
He's been dead since the 30s.
Whoa. It's just getting a little unsolved mysteries up in here.
I know, right?
What if Hanzo Gonzo is an identity that multiple people assume?
Like Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Or Batman?
Yeah, like
it's like a mantle?
Yeah, like Robin Batman.
Robin Man?
Robin Man. Latest movie from Christopher Nolan.
It's Nolan North, not Christopher Nolan. Get it right?
Oh, yes. From Peter North. The latest movie from Peter North.
We're done.
Actually, I did want to promote one thing. Enjoy me a good Peter North reference. Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, so the gentleman on the East Coast that play 3S have a promotion going on right now on Teespring where they have a couple shirt designs that you can buy, and all the stuff, like the money will go to them buying better streaming equipment and things like that. And if you've watched any Nika KO videos on YouTube or any of his stream, he does really good work. The man knows the game, he loves the game. They keep playing it, which is fucking neat. Even though the game's not at Evo, they're still fucking playing Third Strike a decade later.
Wow.
Go check that out. It is at Teespring / oh no, wait. No, how does the internet work, Tony? Is it /?
It's Teespring /shittygame.com.
Wow, no, that's definitely not it. Teespring /stores / this - Third Strike. There's hyphens in between every word. Fuck it.
Here, Lord.
I can't read.
Did they just make this like the hardest thing?
Yeah, it is. I don't make anything easy.
We don't have like bit.ly /3S or something?
No, I don't know, man. I don't fucking... Look, I just got...
doing well. Nobody can spell the fucking game.
But some of the shirt designs are pretty neat. Like, I actually bought the 12 one today, and I'm hoping it reaches its limit so I can actually get it. And they're pretty low-key, considering that most people that make fighting game shirt designs are obnoxious assholes. So this...
Why does the Oro shirt say swag in Japanese?
I don't know, but that shit's tight.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, you can read Japanese?
No.
You only read the word swag in Japanese? Because
I don't read.
Impress me more.
I don't read. Stop saying that I read. That's a lie.
Oh, okay, did you recognize the word swag in Japanese?
No, I could just feel the lack of swag in it.
Feel
but
the
I know
swag.
what it was.
Tony, do you pledge allegiance to the swag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag, which ends up giving me swag.
Oh.
God damn it. Pledge allegiance to the swag.
Yeah, but go check that shit out and go check out Nika KO's videos. They're good.
There you go. Anybody else got anything else they'd like to plug?
Fuck Windows 8.
Okay. It's not really a plug, but I mean, I guess that's something.
It's almost over. The nightmare is almost over.
You uninstalling Windows 8?
Yeah. The green bar is almost full.
You should live stream yourself uninstalling Windows 8.
Yeah, just not being able to use my laptop anymore because it doesn't run without the Windows 8 drivers. You gotta get the drivers, and they're hella hard to get. And Windows won't support it because they don't want you to go backwards. Fuck Windows 8. Shit!
Oh, actually, Chris, I got a question for you. Do you like Hardee's?
Yeah.
Hardee's nuts in your mouth!
All
right, we're done. We can leave.
Over.
All right, good. All right, guys. So thanks for listening this week to Super Desperation Radio. And so everybody here from the cast, good night and good luck.